Tamar Braxton and Mendeecees was tiptoeing around Atlanta together. Yandy Smith got word of it, found them.
And you doing all the fucking in the room. We had a flat. The wall separated my bed and your bed. I'm listening. I can't answer the phone for my boyfriend, and I'm listening to you in this all night. You a wicked bitch, you a ungrateful bitch, and then you treat me like.
What is Tamar Braxton doing now? Lying on the internet, claiming she almost died from a stroke when in reality, she was allegedly jumped by Yandy and her people for hooking up with Mendeecees behind Yandy's back. Tamar, as usual, is spinning a wild story about almost dying just to stay ahead of the news. But honestly, it's not working. Social media is flooded with receipts that suggest Tamar and Mendeecees were more than just friends. At this point, she needs to stop denying and just admit why she allowed herself to be with a married man. People weren't expecting Yandy to react so strongly to this drama, especially considering Yandy's own past. Not too long ago, she was caught in an affair outside her marriage as well. This mess started when Tamar took to her Instagram stories and claimed she almost died in a pool of her own blood. She didn't explain exactly how she ended up in that situation, but according to her, she fractured her nose, lost some teeth, and lost mobility in parts of her body. Tamar said she couldn't talk properly and was incredibly weak when she was found by a friend. "I almost died on Sunday, was found in a pool of blood with a face injury. My nose is fractured, I lost some teeth and mobility. I'm so weak, but I'm praying. Pray for me," she wrote. Naturally, people started questioning how this happened. Some assumed she might have suffered a stroke and fallen face first, while others wondered if she blacked out. But then people started doing some digging, and let's just say they uncovered what Tamar conveniently left out.
Sacrifice for myself. You took me away from my birthday to London. That wasn't for me. London was for you. We're in a restaurant taking pictures. My boyfriend hits me up and he's like, "Yo, who's taking a picture? Who's that third menu for on the table?" I said, "Oh, Yandy, he's gonna think I'm cheating. And he thinks I'm here with somebody." And all along, we was there with you and your nigga that you was f***ing. We went to London so you could f*** your nigga, my nigga. We didn't go there for me. I'm like, "Yandy, please, I gotta tell him. Don't tell him nothing. I don't want him in my business." So you want me to let him believe that I'm cheating on him? And then you still ungrateful? So my up. Your home with Mendeecees is under wraps because he thinks you taking me away to London for my fucking birthday. All the while, you out here fucking and it's fine. Don't get me wrong. I would have fucked him too. But you still was ungrateful. You ain't no loyal fucking stand up, hold you down, bitch. My nigga think I'm on him, and you doing all the fucking in the room. We had a flat. The wall separated my bed and your bed. I'm listening. I can't answer the phone for my boyfriend, and I'm listening to you in this all night. You a wicked bitch, you a ungrateful bitch, and then you treat me like shit. Nah, it ain't going down like that.
If you're going to tell your side, you need to tell the whole truth, because the internet never forgets and they sure do love to play detective. The night before Tamar's supposed accident, she was partying in Miami with Funky Deneva. So how does someone go from partying to ending up with a broken face and no mobility? It didn't make sense. Some even started accusing Funky Deneva of spiking Tamar's drink. But Funky wasn't having any of it. He went on YouTube to clear the air. He confirmed that yes, he was with Tamar that night, but he made sure she got an Uber home after the party. He had no idea how she ended up in such a serious condition. The details of the story Tamar shared just didn't add up. The fans, always on high alert, started piecing together the real story behind Tamar's mysterious injury. So here's the story, y'all. I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. We hung out on Saturday night, went to Roof Chris, had a great time eating and chatting. Tamar said, "Let's turn up for your birthday." So we headed to V12 next. That's the video y'all saw of us walking in and making noise. After that, we all hopped in the car together and headed to Tamar's house. I didn't go upstairs. I just went to my car. The next morning, I woke up and had a text from Tamar asking for Dr. Heavenly's phone number. People ask me for her contact all the time, but then, out of nowhere, I started seeing a post online where she said she almost died and was found lying in a pool of blood. Now, Folks weren't here for me calling her that lady, but anyone who knows me knows that's just how I talk. I wasn't worried about it, but what had people really worked up were those allegations that I spiked her drink. The whole situation escalated, and I ended up posting a mock poster of myself with a $10,000 bounty and a sarcastic caption making fun of the accusations that I slipped something into Tamar's drink. It was just me joking about the crazy things people were accusing me of. I know how people can take things out of context, but this was too much. Then came the wild theories. Some people claimed I wasn't worried about her well-being and still referred to her as that lady despite knowing it's just my Miami slang. As the night played out, more and more people began speculating. They thought I had done something shady because of the video they saw of us the night before. The internet was going wild, calling me out for things like trying to join the Illuminati or even stealing Tamar's mother's identity. It was ridiculous, but people were relentless. Then, the story took another crazy turn. Word started spreading that Tamar had been jumped by Yandy's people after Yandy found out Tamar had been messing with Mendeecees behind her back. Now, we all know that Yandy and Mendeecees have had a pretty chaotic relationship that's been all over love and hip-hop. Mendeecees has been caught cheating multiple times, and recently, Yandy admitted to hooking up with a fitness trainer she met in London. That was exposed by her ex-hairdresser a couple of days ago after a falling out with Yandy online. This guy said he overheard everything through the walls. It just keeps getting messier, with people constantly digging into everyone's personal business and throwing wild accusations around. You took me away to London for my birthday, but let's be honest, that wasn't for me. That trip was all about you. We were at a restaurant taking pictures, and then my boyfriend texts me asking, "Yo, who's taking the picture? And who's the third menu on the table?" I told him, he's probably going to think I'm cheating on him, that I'm here with someone else. But in reality, we were there with you and the guy you were sleeping with. We went to London for you to have your fun, not for me. And here I am, telling him not to worry, not to get in my business. You want me to let him think I'm cheating while you're still being ungrateful? You're out here doing your thing, and I'm trying to cover for you, and you still have the nerve to be ungrateful? You had me hiding your whole situation, thinking we were just there for my birthday. Meanwhile, you're doing your thing, and I'm stuck pretending everything's fine. I would have been fine with it if you were honest, but you weren't. And then you act like I'm the one who's the problem? Not happening. At this point, you two need to figure it out. Either accept being in an open relationship or just call it quits. There's clearly no loyalty left, and both of you are messing around while fighting over it. You can't make this up. Still, there's an open relationship. I remember one night, me and Erica saw Mendeecees and MCK. We had a conversation where Mendeecees said, "Anything Yandy's doing doesn't concern me." He admitted that. He's been cheating on Yandy since they were on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I know a few women he's been seeing, even when I was at T-High's house last year. Let me tell you, Yandy no longer excites him. Mendeecees is cheating on Yandy, and I'm not the only one who knows. I got calls from people on the show, people from the streets, everyone knows. Yandy doesn't even know, but I told her. So, if you're with him, you better keep him on lockdown because ever since he left the house, he's been messing around with everything. Yandy eventually admitted to the cheating allegations, but she claimed it was just an emotional connection. But if it was only emotional, how did it get so loud that her hairstylist could hear it through the walls? Girl, stop with the lies. Well, here we go again. Tamar Braxton is back in the headlines, but this time it's not just about her usual drama. This time, it's about her allegedly almost dying from a stroke. But here's the twist. Some people believe she wasn't just dealing with health issues. She might have actually been jumped by Yandy and her crew after being caught messing around with Mendeecees behind Yandy's back. Tamar, as always, isn't shy about stretching the truth when she needs to cover her tracks. She initially made a big deal about her near-death experience to shift the focus, but things didn't quite add up. Social media detectives quickly uncovered receipts of Tamar and Mendeecees possibly being involved, and those doubts about her story quickly turned into certainty. It seems that everyone's got their own theories now. People think Tamar got involved with Mendeecees knowing full well that he's married, and that's what led to all the chaos. The most shocking part? Yandy supposedly caught wind of the whole affair. According to some, Yandy had her suspicions and tracked Mendeecees to Tamar's place, then showed up to confront her. Apparently, Yandy wasn't in a forgiving mood, and the altercation turned physical. Some even claim Tamar's injuries, like her fractured nose and missing teeth, were a result of this confrontation, not just a health scare like she initially claimed. The whole situation seems like it's straight out of a soap opera. In fact, rumors about Yandy's reaction go beyond the physical altercation. Sources suggest that before the incident, Tamar and Mendeecees were spotted at a club together, and Yandy might have used an AirTag to track his location. When she found out, she allegedly made her way over to Tamar's house, ready to confront her, and the rest, as they say, is history. Now, the streets are buzzing with mixed opinions. Some people are skeptical, claiming that Tamar purposely leaked snippets of the story to stir up controversy. And let's be real, Tamar's history with drama makes people wonder if she's trying to divert attention from something more serious. One comment on social media pointed out that if Tamar was truly concerned about her well-being, she would have reached out to the hospital or the police first, not broadcast her situation on Instagram. But the situation just keeps escalating. Yandy's reputation isn't exactly spotless either, with rumors about her own infidelity swirling, including a confession about an affair with a fitness trainer. Fans are now questioning whether Tamar and Yandy's messy history has played a role in this latest drama. In the midst of all this, neither Tamar, Yandy, nor Mendeecees has done much to clear up the confusion. Some viewers are convinced Tamar started the mess by feeding bits and pieces of the story to the public, while others are just curious about the truth behind her and Mendeecees' relationship. Now people are left wondering, did Tamar really get jumped by Yandy, and was she really sneaking around with Mendeecees? It's hard to say, but one thing's for sure, the drama is far from over, and everyone's watching closely to see what happens next. So, what do you think? Do you believe Tamar's story, or do you think there's more to this than she's letting on? Let me know in the comments below.